What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 2. Trailer breakdown, teaser breakdown, sneak peek breakdown, obviously spoiler warning for The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 1, Episode 2, comic stuff, all that, spoiler warning. Well, Season 10, Episode 2 looks to be about Alpha, Beta, the Whispers, which is cool. I like to see a little more backstory, and as you can see, the satellite is crashing towards them. But first, guys, if you can, it's very important to me and this channel and for the growth of the channel to achieve a goal of at least 100,000 subscribers. We need your help, and please subscribe today. Now, Season 10, Episode 2, I believe, is titled, We Are the End of the World. And if you know this channel, you know why that title is important. The origin of Alpha and Beta's bond is revealed as the Whispers gather and prepare herds. So, we are the end of the world. And the trailer starts at a Whisperer camp. We see some Whispers walking by, and we see kind of like a nest, a hive, a queen, kind of something there, insect, reptilian, something, whatever you want to call it, a nest, if you will. Alpha and Beta are in their nest. Alpha and Beta are talking. Beta shaves Alpha's head, and they basically have a conversation. I'm feeling like Beta wants to bring back the herd and their group because Beta does say that they're far away from our group. It's kind of crazy that Beta is the one shaving Alpha and not Alpha. Alpha trusts Beta that much that she allows him to shave her head. And it's interesting, the conversation, because it's like Beta is like, okay, we're away from the group, let's bring everybody back. But Alpha's like, no, wherever we are, they're still gonna fear us for what they did. And it's true. I mean, the Pike lineup is a game-changing thing. Alpha knows that our group is not gonna stop worrying about them. And then it kind of cuts to a little scene where Beta is looking through something. To me, it's the garage, the parking garage, where he's looking after somebody. It's going to be a little of an Alpha, Beta backstory, their bond, how they came together. We got the sneak peek breakdown of the second sneak peek, plus the first sneak peek, and the trailer at the end of the video. But you can see Beta is looking through a parking garage divider. It's interesting too, clearance, 6'8", and he's like right there, so they're highlighting his height. And this isn't in the teaser trailer. This is in another teaser trailer that I put there, and I'm putting 2 and 2 together. So again, this is our breakdown, and we're breaking it down for you. But we see Beta walking with the Whispers and the Walkers. This is what we basically saw in Season 9 before Beta fought Daryl, and was pretty awesome. So I'm not sure where they're going and what they're doing, but Alpha sends out Beta, and Beta takes the sisters. We're going to meet the sisters, and I think there's going to be a problem with Beta and Gamma, because the way they shot it right here, you see they're walking, and then Beta looks to his right and he looks at someone, and I believe that someone is Gamma. Gamma is played by Thora Birch, and we're going to meet Gamma this episode, which is cool because I was interested when we're going to see Gamma, and people are thinking when, how, why, what's going on with Gamma this season. Then we see more Whispers and Walkers probably getting the herd, gathering more Walkers for their herd and their horde. The giant horde will be seen again, most likely. Then we see Alpha's mask. Beta's like, here, put this on. What it is. It's just a quick moment. I don't know what they're saying. It's just a flash in the pan. But Alpha is the leader. Alpha is walking with their group somewhere to gain walkers for their horde. I'm not sure when this actually is, but we will see something coming up that does highlight the time frame when this is, potentially. And we see the Whispers, and we see Beta for sure, and they're walking along. And my question to you is, do you buy into the Whispers? I mean, I do. It's a fictional show in a zombie apocalypse, but wouldn't the Walkers attack them? I mean, they're wearing clothes and a mask, but wouldn't the Walkers just attack them? And then we see the Whisperer camp. And I think the early word here is that there may be a problem between Alpha and Beta and Gamma. Well, between Beta and Gamma. And I'm not sure who this is exactly right here looking onto our camp, or the Whisperer camp, but is it Gamma's sister? Because Beta, in one of the sneak peeks, is told by Alpha to take the sisters. And we just see the Whisperer camp. So is this the actual Whisperer camp that our group saw, or a different one? And I believe these are the sisters right here. You see Gamma with the red shirt. That's in Enid's clothes. I'm going with that's Enid's clothes. And some people disagree with it. Like, there's no way it's Enid's clothes. But just look at the clothes that she had in Season 9, Episode 5, and it's pretty obvious. We have a whole video about it. But we see the person grabbing the arm or the hand of maybe a child. Then we see Alpha walking with walkers and probably Whispers. Definitely whispers, but I would assume there's some walkers in there. But what gets me is that she takes off her mask. She clearly takes it off. And if that's a walker right behind her, why wouldn't that walker attack her? I mean, I know it's a fictional show, but continuity is everything. If it's one way for this person, it should be one way for everybody, right? But walkers would attack Alpha, in my opinion. And I'm sure the Whisperers will walk them away. And maybe, and hopefully, the walker goes after Alpha and a Whisperer kind of steps in and moves the walker along. But something's got Alpha's attention. She takes her mask off for what reason? Why? I'm not sure. Then we see Beta walking. Something's got the attention of Alpha and Beta, and I'm not sure what's going on here and why so serious. But something's gonna happen here, and I'm excited to see some infighting potentially with Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. Now that's Gamma right there, and I wonder what's gonna happen with Thora Birch this season. Is she gonna be third in command? But you see, look at the look. Look at the look that Beta is giving Gamma. Beta has a problem with Gamma because she riles up the walkers, or she does something when they're out gathering the walkers. And the way they shot it, this is not in the teaser trailer here. Well, parts of it is. But I see potentially that Alpha is either taking off the mask or putting on the mask. It's hard to say if it's reverse order or in order of way it's going, because you could see her putting on the mask and giving her a pep talk, or Gamma's in trouble and Alpha is taking off the mask and figuring out what's going on here. Again, I'm not sure the order, mask on or mask off, but I'm just excited to see what's going to happen with Gamma, because I do like Thora Birch, and that's the actress playing Gamma this season. But look at that. That's a showdown. That's a face-off. And if we didn't know that was Gamma, we'd be like, who is that staring at Alpha? But it's clearly Gamma. And it's interesting because you see Alpha talking to Beta like, you don't trust me? You don't accept what we're doing here? And Beta's like, no, I do. Beta's not really questioning Alpha. Beta has loyal support, unconditional support for Alpha. That's what you need. But then we see Beta looking at something the walkers are eating. Like it's bothering him. Like, whoa, what's going on here? Like this wasn't part of the plan. Then we see Alpha sharpening her knife. Is this right before she goes out and sees Carol? Or what? But she's got a knife. She's got a double barrel shotgun. And maybe she's just getting ready to make an example of people that aren't trusting her leadership and her loyalty. Or maybe she's just sharpening her knife. There's nothing to it. But is she cutting herself to feel something? Because something's not right here. And we did see before when Beta was hitting her with the vines, almost like a torture type of thing. But Beta will be seen this episode, which is great. So will Alpha, so will the Whisperers. But if you see the shot right here, it's interesting because you see the satellite crashing down. And I'm guessing it's the same satellite that crash landed in Season 10, Episode 1. And I believe Alpha turns to look at it. It's kind of like they part, and you look at this group right here. It's like a married couple, like they're coming down the aisle. It's kind of funny, but I think she's just looking at the satellite. And so there's the reference point where everything is happening right around or before the satellite crashes down. But Beta's loyalty will be tested, and I think it will show that he's loyal to Alpha. And I'm not sure what's going on here. Then you see Alpha raising her hands, looking up to the sky, but someone's on their knees in front of her. So, is that Gamma? Is it Gamma's sister? Is it something else? Is it the person that Gamma's sister was holding hands with before? I'm not sure what's happening here. There's no way to tell, but it's something bad for the person in front of Alpha, most likely. Because Alpha is the Alpha, and that's it. What Alpha says goes. And I'm excited to see what happens in this episode because it's a good kind of bonding episode with Alpha and Beta and a little backstory between the two. If you watched Talking Dead, you saw this little scene here. This is Alpha and Lydia. Well, like younger Lydia. And they're running from walkers. They're trying to get away. That's Alpha trying to get in the doors and trying to do this. And I'm not sure where they are. But per the Spoiling Dead fans, there was filming over the summer that I believe this is when Alpha meets Beta. And there's a car crash. And you can see Lydia is like bleeding. And I believe Alpha was in a car crash, or somebody was. And then Alpha and Lydia are trying to get away. The walkers are coming down on them. They're trying to get inside this building or this school or this warehouse or something. But a walker grabs Lydia. Lydia gets away. Alpha closes the door and they're safe. And Lydia is still with Alpha here. So you could see that Alpha and Lydia got away from wherever they were before. But Alpha is still mad at Lydia. Like, look, you almost got us killed again. It's like she sees Lydia, her daughter, as dead weight. It's pretty terrible. And then Lydia is looking down the hallway at something. And I just feel bad for Lydia because Lydia seems like a nice person, but Alpha is her mother. So you're like, oh man, this is terrible parenting in the zombie apocalypse, right? So Alpha and Lydia are looking down the hallway and they see Beta. That is the first appearance of Beta with Alpha meeting Beta. Pretty cool stuff. If you want to find out more about potential spoilers for this episode from the Spoiling Dead fans and the pictures and all that stuff there, check out the video with that thumbnail on our channel, as well as some major potential spoilers that I posted a couple of days ago about Alpha, Beta, Hilltop, singing the Beta backstory. And it's funny, We Are the End of the World is the name of this episode, and if you saw that video, you know why that's interesting. Well, potentially. You gotta say potentially. I'm interested in this episode, guys. Season 10, episode 1 was great. Gamma, Alpha, Beta, the satellite coming down. So it's kind of like we see them where they were before the satellite, and then the satellite crashes, and then it'll set up season 10, episode 3. So we saw the survivor side before the satellite, during the satellite, after the satellite, and then we'll see Alpha, Beta, the Whispers, and Gamma's story before, during, and after the satellite crashes. So thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. For those interested in my zombie apocalypse book series, I got 10 books available now. The link to the books is in the description. Fight for us. I hope you join the fight. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.